Hello, welcome back to IEW Fun and Fascinating. And this section is me getting to applaud y'all's writing and share a couple of students' writing pieces. So the first one I'm going to read is Pecos Bill and the Twister by Philip Jeffers, and I'm excited to share it with you. So here we go. Pecos Bill and the Twister. The Old West was an old, wild place with hills, valleys, and streams. It stretched from Texas to California and Washington to Wyoming. Cowboys caught, broke, and herded bulls and cattle. Pecos Bill, who was the roughest, toughest, coolest cowboy, was so tough that the strongest bulls would obey him. He was so rough that he could slap a cow all the way to Canada. Pecos Bill was so cool that he was known from Maryland to Utah. Pecos Bill was awesome. Amazingly, Pecos Bill grew bored of courageously catching bulls, so he saddled up and left for Nebraska to catch a tornado. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but Pecos Bill is brave and daring. When he arrived, he waited for the worst tornado ever to brew. When it approached, he was ready. Pecos Bill lassoed the tornado, hopped on, and started whooping and hollering like it was his birthday. He passed Kansas, Colorado, and Utah. Then, as he entered Arizona, the tornado died, and Pecos Bill found himself falling from the sky. Then he hit the ground and left a gaping crack. These days, we call it the Grand Canyon. When Pecos Bill crawled out, he made for Texas to tell his tale to all his friends. He had had a great time, but he knew he was born to break broncos. So when he reached Texas, he looked for the perfect bronco, one as wild as a tornado. So I would love to encourage you with a couple of thoughts here, Philip. First of all, I really love your flow. It is such a natural telling of the story. And sometimes when you're writing from a keyword outline, you can get so focused around where your head was going with the keyword outline and just transposing it onto your paragraph format sentences that make paragraphs, that the flow can be lacking, and yours does not. There is beautiful flow here. The second compliment I wanted to give you was your quality adjectives. A gaping crack, and there were a couple of others in here that I really just loved your strong adjectives. There was also some alliteration. Pecos Bill grew bored of courageously catching bulls, so I loved your extras that you put in there. And there was one other thing I wanted to hit on. I think my favorite sentence in here was when you said the second paragraph, you said Pecos Bill lassoed the tornado, hopped on, and started whooping and hollering like it was his birthday. And that simile in there is, I'm pausing if I used the, it's later at night, I'm pausing if I just used the right word, but what a fun decoration to use to express to your reader how much fun Pecos Bill was having writing a tornado. That was just fantastic. So I really wanted to say a big congratulations. I have thoroughly enjoyed, I did thoroughly enjoy reading that. And I'm really, really proud of you. Writing, while I'm a huge fan, and it is going to I'm just amazed at how far it takes people in life when they know how to write. I know it's hard work. I mean this to all of my students. I know it's hard work, but I just want to say it's so worth it. And I'm just really, really proud of the great work that y'all are doing. Let me pull up the next one. I do believe I have got it. Nope. I hope I can find this quick. La 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 la. Here it is. Okay, this one comes from Acacia George, and I'm excited to share it with you today. And I love the title. The title is A Contentment Reminder by Acacia George. Long ago, the massive land of Texas was untamed. The hills, valleys, and deserts were so endless that they passed the moon. Eagerly, the cowboys devoted hours breaking broncos for things like herding cattle and enjoyment. Pecos Bill, who was well known, was the toughest, fastest, and roughest cowboy in the land. No bronco was nearly strong enough to throw Pecos Bill. Pecos Bill was terribly tired of taming and catching broncos. Zealously, Pecos Bill advanced to Kansas to catch a swelling tornado. He wanted to catch the most windy, dark, and violent storm, which was likely on the flat lands of Kansas. Once he roped such a tornado, he rode it higher and higher. The ride was refreshing. He had a great time riding the tornado across Kansas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico. The tornado suddenly stopped like a blender. Skillfully, Pecos Bill dropped to the ground. Pecos Bill fell so hard that he left an enormous hole. It was gorgeous. Today, people call the giant hole, which is in Arizona, the Grand Canyon. Pecos Bill rushed to Texas to find the toughest bronco in the whole wide world. Pecos Bill was reminded that the grass is not always greener on the other side. That was a wonderful ending. I'm always amazed how students can take the very same assignment and their imaginations just take them different places. And Acacia, I told you I had the pleasure of running into Acacia the other day, and I was telling her I got to teach her last year, and watching her grow this year in her writing as I get to teach this class has been stupendous. Girl, you really have grown so much in your writing. I'm so, so proud of it, of you. A couple of comments that I have for your paper. I, again, love your quality adjectives as well. A swelling tornado, the enormous hole. You did a great job with your adjectives, really painting the picture for the reader. Your alliteration, sorry, I'm calling out the same things, but they just caught me the same way. Pecos Bill was terribly tired of taming and catching broncos. It just is so nice how it rolls off the tongue, and as you're listening to it, it simply gives delight to the reader. So that was really well done. Also, your who-which clauses were very well used. My favorite one was, it's kind of nice when a who-which clause just adds that extra bit, and it's really what they do. It adds that extra bit of information for the reader. And sometimes you're not even expecting it. Today, people call the giant hole, which is in Arizona, the Grand Canyon. You just use that decoration very well in your writing. So the last thing I'll say is your ending that you took, which was the old adage of, the grass is not always greener on the other side, was what Pecos Bill learned from riding the tornado and going back to broncos. And I just thought it was a creative turn to take with the end of your writing. So I wanted to say well done. I really love both of these writings so very much. Thank you for allowing me to share them in class with y'all, and I hope you're encouraged. Just sometimes it's kind of fun to hear somebody else read your writing, and to hear it back can encourage you on, wow, that did sound good. I did that. And I hope that's how y'all feel, because really that's how impressed I was. All right, I'm going to go record y'all's lesson next, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.